Champions Real Estate Team here at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Ambassador Real Estate Company. My name is Mark Wehner II, Team Leader at Champions Real Estate Team. And joining me today is Russ Williams with Williams Mortgage. So we jump on here every Wednesday and kind of give it a rundown over what's happened over the last week. And so let's take a look at our graphics that we have and kind of just keep it consistent. And I almost forgot our quick tip. So our quick tip of the week is lot selection. So whether you're building a new construction house or even an existing home and you're looking at the lot selection or, the lay of the land. So, in Nebraska, when we get out of towners coming in from warmer climate areas, the south facing and the west facing, your driveways usually get melted off first. So those that have been around our area or in the colder climates, when we get the snow and the ice, those driveways typically melt off faster. They usually have a little less driveway heaving issues where the freeze and the thaw. So that's one of those things you want to take a look at when you're doing those lot selections or, just picking a house. One thing to consider, doesn't have to be the, end all be all. If you find a great house on a north facing, east facing lot, great. But those are just some things to consider on how much snow you want to shovel in the winter and things of that sort. So, but, and then also comes into play if you're having a pool, and you want more sun on your pool, then you're going to want a north facing house because your backyard's going to be in the south. So you're going to have a lot more sun back there. So it just depends on those. Are some things people worry more about the house and don't worry about where the house is in the neighborhood and things of that. We can go into a lot more into the lot selection, but I just want to talk about the lot facing. If you're looking at drainage and stuff, and especially new construction, go back on Google Maps or Google Earth, or even on the Douglas County or the GIS mapping and look at years prior to when that land was just maybe agriculture or cornfield and see where the water kind of goes, in that regards, and you can kind of see where that lot or general area where that lot would be, where it's, because ultimately when they're grading and developing that land, they're really just scratching the surface. They're really, Mother Nature is going to find its way in its low points and things that the water is going to go where the water is going to go. And you're not really going to do too much changing to that. But, in that regard. So anyways, let's jump right into it on what's going on in the real estate market over the last week. So we broke the 500 mark on new listings in 1 week. We haven't had that since October of last year. So there are getting a lot of houses out there, but in turn, we're also getting a lot of houses coming off the market, 416 to be exact over this last week. That's down just a little bit from the week prior, about 10 houses at 426. So we're still, but it's good. We're seeing more houses coming on the market, and that's just more competition out there for those buyers to get after. We're still seeing that one in, one out kind of marketplace where the houses are coming on, going off in that same day. And some of them that are waiting until Sunday to look at offers or things like that. Sometimes they're saying that, but they're closing or accepting those offers before that, the day that they're saying. So if you're a buyer out there in the market, be ready, have a game plan. We stress that every single week. To make sure that you can put your best foot forward and basically get a seat at the table in that regard. So yeah, that's kind of the market. It's typical about this time. Historically over my 15 years of being in the market, actually 15 years this month. So, but we start seeing, graduation parties and a lot of things on the weekends, and we would start seeing traffic slow down just a little bit. Then it picks up again. So, that's one of those things that if you're a buyer out there, get out there and look at those houses. Obviously the weather's getting nicer as we move forward. But yeah, so let's jump into the 30,000 foot view. Let me share our other graphic that we got here. So we are, as it pulls up, we are just over 2,000 homes in the Omaha and Lincoln multiple listing service. So that's pretty much the whole area. Breaking that down in the Douglas Sarpy County area, 1,199, so just under 1,200. Existing homes is at 429. So that's jumped up. We were down in the 300s the last probably handful of months. So we're seeing more of those existing. Our new construction at 770. Months of inventory went up a little bit because we got a little uptick in our inventory. Our average sold price went up $1,000 since last week. So we're still seeing those prices rise. And I think, as we talk on rates, as rates, improve a little bit, we're going to see more buyers jump in there. And that's going to just be more competition, potentially driving that price up a little bit higher. So, let's jump in and talk with Russ on what he's seeing in the industry or in the mortgage side of it. And how are we doing, Russ?
Doing pretty well, Mark. As we've been talking for quite a while, part of the reason why we see interest rates inflated, or a significant reason, is because of inflation. And the bond market, which drives rates, has believed that that these loans being written right now are likely to refinance as rates go down throughout the remainder of this year and into next year. And we're starting to see economic data come out that would suggest that inflationary pressures are moderating even more. And that should start to bring that spread between the 10-year Treasury and 30-year mortgage bonds or mortgage rates down. So as we move through the rest of the year, that should help us with interest rates. I'm not suggesting people wait to purchase, because as we see interest rates drop, as we've talked about, Mark, that increases your buying power, borrowing power. So if you're wanting to have a payment of $600, for example, at current market rates, it's likely going to get you a little over $100,000 in loan amount, versus that same $600, if interest rates were to drop by just 1%, it's going to get you closer to $110,000 in loan amount. What that means is those folks that maybe want to stretch a little bit, they're going to be increasing their borrowing power, which means more pressure to push home prices higher as more buyers are eligible to purchase a little bit more homes. So again, I'd encourage you to continue to fight to win those bids, put together a plan. There are ways to win bids. As Mark had mentioned, inventory is a little better than what it was, but still extremely competitive with multiple offer situations. So you want to have a plan in place to secure the property now, knowing that it could be an opportunity in 6 months to a year to possibly refinance and bring that payment down even lower.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's just like you said, having a game plan and moving forward out there. So keeping it short and sweet today. So if you have any questions, we'd love to help you. Give us a holler on any of our social media platforms. You can reach out to either one of us at Russ at 290-8936, myself, 672-7670. So yeah, if you have anything, questions, topics you want us to cover, love to help you. And get you into a house or get your house sold and move from there. So, and also if real estate investing is an idea you're thinking about, give us a holler. We're seeing some more of those homes type come on the market, that you're looking at. So happy to help you in that regard. So I have some investment properties myself, so in it firsthand and seeing all that kind of fun stuff. So give me a holler. I'm happy to help. 402-672-7670, and have a great rest of the week and enjoy the weather. Happy Mother's Day to all those mothers out there coming up this week. So have a great week.